Welcome back, everybody, to the New York Knicks, MyNBA franchise, here on NBA 2K23. We'll be continuing the second round today with games 5 and 6 against the Toronto Raptors. So far, this series has been heavily competitive, and we're coming off two more really exciting games in the last episode. In case you missed that one, you should check it out because those games were pretty crazy. We'll start with game 3, and we did not open up well at all in this matchup, as we at one point trailed 37-10 in the first quarter, but then we picked things up. We almost ended up coming back. And then game 4, we found ourselves down again. We were down by a good 9 points with around 4 minutes to go. We stormed back. We had a game-winning putback layup by Anthony Edwards with seconds left on the clock to help us end up getting the win by 1. We've really dove into this game plan in the last episode of how we need to stop the Toronto Raptors, and that is smothering all of their players on the ball and off the ball, make their lives hell on offense. We need to get to the basket and try to get shooters open on the perimeter, and then defensively, we need to limit their shooting. They can beat us with both their shooting and their inside scoring. We can't really stop their inside scoring because all their good bigs are hurt. So why not try to limit what they can do on the three-point line to force them to only score inside? This is what the lineup is looking like currently. We have shifted around some minutes, in particular Rock-Khalif Doumbou, who played very well in games 3 and 4. Game 4 specifically, without him, we would not have won that game. He's earned some extra minutes. He'll be taking some from Damian Lillard, who suffered a minor shoulder injury in game 4, and as he recovers, he can still play, but we're probably going to play him a little bit less. So we'll see if the Knicks can look to finish things off here today. We'll see if the Raptors can potentially finish things off, or if we could be headed to a Game 7. This has been a super competitive series so far. You got to give the Knicks a lot of credit for not folding without a true big man. Zachariah Royster hopefully will be back soon, but he won't be playing here in Game 5 and is currently questionable for Game 6. So it's still going to be Jason Tatum, Cam Reddish, and some of those other younger big guys down low, as Tatum will lose the tip to Robert Williams. And we are underway, Game 5 at the Garden. The Knicks really want to take a 3-2 series lead. You can't really afford to lose here at home. We'll see what the Raptors can do. Here's Barnes inside, early bucket for Toronto, and that'll get the scoring started for the Raptors. Scotty looks to go back inside. His shot no good. Nice defense by Clamps Reddish, but right as I'm gassing him up, he gets dunked on by Scotty Barnes after the offensive rebound. Tatum thinks about the three, doesn't take, over to Edwards. Back to Tatum, lets it fly and connects from deep. 5-4 now your score. Scotty Barnes looks to drive inside. Barnes' shot is no good as he falls to the ground, clutching in pain at his leg. 5-on-4 opportunity here for the Knicks. Reddish wide open inside. He has nobody to guard him because Scotty Barnes is injured on the other end of the floor. First off, good fast break play by the Knicks, but obviously the bigger deal here is Scotty Barnes. I'm not sure why he ran to the other end of the floor to get the ball, but as you can see here, he lands awkwardly on his left knee. Those non-contact knee injuries are not good. We saw it with Devin Booker in Detroit in the last round. Nice inside play by Cinco to go for the dunk. 8-7 now. Cesar DiCarlo, the Italian stallion. Nice kiss off the glass. Good touch from DiCarlo. And it's now 10-9. Here's Killer Cam Reddish. He will get the three to rattle in. Reddish with 7 early points as it's now 10-12. Cinco up, no good. Nice defense by DiCarlo. Knicks in transition. It's Anthony Edwards. Fadeaway three. Got it! Nice shot for Anthony Edwards, and it is 15-10. Cinco looks to make a move inside, and the rookie, Cinco, is in for the and one. Rams is called for the foul. Cinco would miss the free throw, though, as we go to the following Raptors possession. It's stolen on the other end. Tatum with the flush. A two-handed dunk for Jason Tatum, making it 17-12. So now the second unit is starting to come into the game. Here's Cinco with it. He makes the layup. The Raptors so far look fine without Scotty Barnes. We don't have a report on the injury yet, as Edwards heads over to Damian Lillard. Pulls the defender on the pump fake. Lillard inside. Back to Ant-Man. He connects on the three. Good shot for Edwards, and there's your Scotty Barnes report. He hyperextended his knee. The Raptors with a major bullet dodger, and he'll probably return later to the game. Tatum blocked inside. The Raptors in transition now. Kevon Patterson Jr. with a deep step back three. The Raptors take the lead as New York calls a timeout. Scotty Barnes back in the game, playing through pain and immediately making an early impact as he goes inside for the layup. The Raptors certainly have to feel lucky that Barnes is not seriously injured, but on the flip side, you got to give him a lot of credit here for playing through an injury as Barnes goes inside for Patterson. Good play on the fast break by the Raptors, and it seems like they've got the momentum up by 4. Barnes over to Wendell Moore. He has a wide open man on the wing. It's Jaron who hits the 3, and the Raptors are up by 9. Big run here for Toronto. The Knicks looking to answer. Dumbu in the corner for the rookie, Buddy Johnson, who hits the triple for the Knicks. 3 for Patterson won't fall. Rebound by Jaden Mokbel over Steven Adams. Of course, Steven Adams, one of the big men, getting minutes since the Knicks don't have any other centers on the roster. Scotty Barnes dribbling out the clock. Barnes is going to have to heave it up at the end of the first quarter, and it is no good. Eventful start here at the Garden. The Raptors look good. Unfortunately for them, Scotty Barnes is banged up, but as you can see, of course, playing through the injury. As we move to the second, DJ Ramses with his first bucket of the game. He hits the 3 on the wing. 31-28 now. Ramses back with it over to Cesar DiCarlo in for the dunk. DiCarlo was phenomenal back in Game 4. Hopefully he can have another big performance here today as it's 31-30. Moore with a dime inside for Scotty Barnes. Great pass by the former Knick, Wendell Moore Jr. 35-34, Knicks looking for the lead. DiCarlo on the move, smooth like silk. As DiCarlo makes the line 2, and the Knicks are now ahead. Barnes inside, no good. Nice defense by Clamps Reddish. And then on the other end, DJ Ramses. Hello! Ramses with the beautiful slam. 35-41. The Knicks look great so far here in the second quarter after a slow start in the first. Barnes, fadeaway is good, clutching at his left knee, obviously in a lot of pain, but he knows the Raptors need him. He's certainly their best player. He's been phenomenal in this postseason series. Nifty step back by Barnes. He can't even hold his balance, and he still hits the jumper. 41-43, DiCarlo with it. Ooh, nice move by Cesar DiCarlo. He's got 12 and 5 now, playing some great ball here in the second quarter. A big reason why the Knicks have been so good as of recent. Asenko is in for the layup. Damian Lillard at this stage of his career, not a very good defender, showing it on that play as the Raptors bring you within 1 score. Now possibly 1 point. Wendell Moore with the layup inside, and we are within 1. Scotty Barnes looking to put the Raptors ahead. He sends it over to Asenko, who lobs it up for Jaden Mokbel. Toronto is ahead, 48-47. Dumbu snuffed at the rim by Mokbel. Here comes Toronto on the other end. It's Wendell Moore Jr. inside for Mokbel. And 1. All of the momentum and all of the traction that the Knicks had early in the second quarter has gone away very quickly. The second unit, who's been great in this series, has not been good at all today for the Knicks. Tatum hits the step back 3. New York back on top. They're in takeover mode now. Big opportunity to get this lead back. Here's Cinco inside for the Time Lord, who's snuffed by Jason Tatum. On the other end, Buddy Johnson in for the dunk. The best offense is good defense. What a block by Tatum, and Buddy Johnson finishing on the other end. 54-53. Dumbu's pass is tipped and stolen away by Wendell Moore, giving the Raptors great minutes off the bench tonight. Moore takes it himself with an acrobatic layup, and Toronto is ahead by 3. 56-53. Not a lot of time left in the first half. Patterson's shot no good, but Robert Williams III is there with the offensive rebound and the putback. 5-point game now. One more shot here for the Knicks. It's Lillard at the buzzer. It's good. What time is it? It's Dame time. 58-55, a very close game here at the end of the first half. Every single Knicks playoff game this year has been super close. Can we just have one relaxing game when the Knicks are up by 20 in the third quarter? I guess, to be fair, the Raptors were up by 20 in the third quarter of Game 1 of this series, but they ended up losing that game. Early third, deep 3 for Jason Tatum, nearly with a double-double. He's got 11 and 9. Here comes the Knicks in transition. DiCarlo looking to take it himself. Nice move by Cesar DiCarlo. I love seeing him be aggressive and, more importantly, very efficient when he drives inside, as Cinco answers right back with the and one. DiCarlo called for the foul. 63-60. Cinco, Euro step, no good. But Robert Williams is there for the putback and the and one. Tatum, his former Celtics teammate, fouls him. Williams would miss the free throw, as on the other end, Ramses misses the transition three, but DiCarlo's fair for the putback. He now has 16, 6, and 4. DiCarlo right back inside with a powerful slam. The Raptors cannot stop him. They can only hope to contain him. 67-64. DiCarlo again. Another one. DiCarlo up, and away. It's like we're watching an arrow show, as it's a one-point game. Barnes in isolation, hands it off to Cinco, drives inside with the flush. A big dunk for Jaron Cinco, and it's now 69-68, 1 point away from the perfect scoreboard, as Barnes sends it in the corner off the pump fake and fronts Wagner. Hits the triple for the Magic. 72-68 now. Rams is with it. He gets it to DiCarlo, drives by Trent, and DiCarlo is in for another dunk. I think DiCarlo might break this rim with how much he's been going up and throwing it down today. 75-72, Cinco doubled, heaves it up, no good, grabs his own rebound. He's doubled again, Wagner's open. Luckily, Edwards is there to help, but that puts Cinco in a one-on-one situation, and he takes advantage. Cinco now, he's going to look to shoot it here, and it is good! Jaron Cinco is not some ordinary rookie. This kid continuing to make plays here in the playoffs, as it's 82-74. Scotty Barnes with it for Toronto. Barnes inside for Wendell Carter. He makes the layup. The Raptors are up by double digits. They're now ahead by 10, and the Knicks have a lot of damage control to make up. Trent, acrobatic layup, no good. Carter with the rebound. Back over to Gary Trent, who hits the floater off the glass. The Raptors looking dominant here in the third quarter, as New York has got to goal a timeout. Here's Lillard inside. Lillard, he will get the basket. The Knicks needed to get something going there. They needed just any form of points. We'll see if they can start a rally. Here's Dumbu. His pass is intercepted. Dumbu, coming off his 25-point performance in the last game, has 1 point today. Talk about a drastic change. And on the other end, Kevon Patterson Jr. makes the layup. 90-78 now. Final seconds of the quarter. What time is it? It's Dame time. Damian Lillard for 3. Big quarter for Dame. Now is 13 off the bench, despite only having one shoulder. 90-83 your score. The Knicks playing a lot better here to start the fourth. We'll see if that can be a potential sign of momentum as Barnes makes the fadeaway. 9-point lead. Here is DiCarlo with 24 points now. He's back inside for another dunk. Cesar might not necessarily have the speed that, say, DJ Ramses does driving to the basket, but he is shifty and crafty driving inside. The Raptors have not been able to answer. Toronto's offense really struggling. Scotty Barnes has to heave up a tough shot at the end of a shot clock. The Knicks look locked in on defense right now. They really feel like they can make a comeback, and they're hitting some shots too. Tatum with the poster slam. The Knicks have done really well offensively inside, again, despite not really having a center, which has been very impressive. Here's Wagner with it. His shot is good. The Raptors are trying to score inside. The Knicks have been playing tough defense, but the Raptors are still going to get their points with the size advantage. Here's Tatum off the pick and roll. Hits the 3, assisted by DiCarlo. We're within 6. 96-90. Here is Wagner with it. Drives inside, fools the Knicks defense. He's in for the layup, draws the foul. It's an and one. Reddish with the foul. Wagner would miss the free throw, though. The Raptors have been terrible from the line tonight. Big lob for Cinco. Toronto's right back ahead by 10. Knicks looking to answer. Ramses is intercepted. That's not the answer they were looking for. On the other end, here's Scotty Barnes. Inside. Hits the jumper. Nice play by Scotty Barnes, getting it done on both ends with one leg. Here's Reddish off the catch. His shot no good. DiCarlo winds up getting the offensive rebound over to Reddish. He gets it to Anthony Edwards. Yes! Huge 3 for Edwards. That possession was made by the offensive rebound from Cesar DiCarlo, who's been the best player tonight for the Knicks. DiCarlo to Tatum. Bang! Tatum hits the 3. We are within 6. Make it 8. Big dunk for Jaron Cinco. The Raptors are up by 10 here with around 4.5 minutes to go. This is basically the same situation that the Knicks were in back in Game 4, which they ended up winning. Nice move inside for DJ Ramses, 106-98. The Raptors now have potentially learned from their Game 4 choke. We'll see if they can hold on this time as Cinco gets the layup. 12-point game. DiCarlo with it. Sends in the corner over to DJ Ramses, who drives inside with the slam. We're back within 10 with around 3 minutes to go. Not looking good for the Knicks, but I wouldn't rule them out. Screen by Williams. Wagner inside. Nice move. Nice shot. And the lead is back up to 12. DiCarlo nearing a triple-double. He is 26, 8, and 9 as he draws the double. DJ Ramses wide open for 3. If they're going to double DiCarlo, that means somebody else is going to be open. And with how good of a playmaker that DiCarlo is, he's usually going to find him. Good defense by Reddish, but Williams gets the putback dunk. Toronto back up by 11. DiCarlo looking for the double team. He's going to get it. And again, the Raptors are leaving Ramses wide open. I don't know why they're choosing him specifically to leave open because he's hitting his shots right now. Clamps Reddish with the stop. The Knicks with it in transition. Here is Cesar DiCarlo looking to take it himself. DiCarlo is blocked by Wagner. Big defensive play for the Raptors. Following possession, same score. DiCarlo over to an open man. It's Jason Tatum. Bang! Tatum hits the 3, and the lead is within 5. 114-109. It's Barnes, guarded by Clamps Reddish, again with the stop. Tatum with the rebound. The Knicks are going to be in takeover mode for the final minute of the game. We'll see if they can pull off the comeback as it's nearly intercepted. DiCarlo dives on the floor to get it back. Over to Reddish. Cam Reddish drives inside. He draws the foul. Great possession there. Good job by Cam to draw the contact. Great play by DiCarlo diving for the loose ball. So Cam Reddish makes the first free throw. This one can make it a one-score game, and it's good. Cam Reddish goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game. The Knicks will not foul. They trust their defense to get the stop. As Wendell Carter heaves up a 3, it's no good. The Knicks wanted to let the big man shoot, and it pays off as they call a timeout with 19.4 seconds left. So now what do you do if you're the Knicks? Do you hold for a 3, try to tie the game, or do you go for a quick 2 and foul? I think you need to be open to multiple possibilities. If there's somebody open inside, you get it to him. Otherwise, maybe you dribble the clock out for a little bit. So DiCarlo has it, of course. He's got 26 and 12, driving inside over to Tatum. Tatum to Ramses in the corner. He'll shoot it. No good. Rebounded by Toronto. It's Cinco who's fouled by Reddish. The Knicks really had a chance to tie it, but great defense on that possession by Toronto. After the timeout, they'll inbound again. This one would put them in the bonus, as it's Gary Trent going to the line to shoot 2. Now, I will say the Raptors have struggled shooting their 3 throws tonight. Trent ends up making 1, and the Knicks call their final timeout. It's a 4-point game now. Who do you want on the floor? You need your best shooters. I think the Knicks are going to stick with their current 5. Inbounding on the baseline, it is Reddish. He'll look for Tatum, who's out of bounds, and he even hits the shot. I don't think it's going to matter, though. That is a costly misstep by Jason Tatum. And so the Raptors will look to inbound it. Knicks trying to run a full press as Cinco is fouled by Cam Reddish. Cinco would miss the first one. The Raptors have shot less than 50% at the line tonight. Second one for Cinco is also no good. The Knicks are going to have to heave up a shot quickly. It's DiCarlo. His shot is airballed, and it won't matter. The Toronto Raptors, despite their best player, Scotty Barnes, hurting his knee, 2 minutes into the game, end up stealing this one on the road, 115-111. This was another game where we found ourselves down. We were down by 10 with around 4 minutes to go. Actually, to be specific, we were down by 10 with like 2 minutes to go. But we were able to storm back. We've had a lot of comebacks throughout this series, and we had a chance to tie it, and we missed. Shout out to Cesar DiCarlo. He was phenomenal. Another great game, 26, 12, and 8. He was our best player. Double-double for Tatum, 24 and 16. Ramses was good. Reddish with a double-double. I need more from Anthony Edwards, though. He was quiet. And then Rod Khalif Jimbu, after his great games 3 and 4, goes 0 for 6 from the field today. Inconsistent scoring, inconsistent shooting all around. As for the Raptors, I don't know how Jaronsenko keeps doing it. This guy was drafted into the league 10 months ago, and now he's putting up 34, 6-6 in the second round of the playoffs. Scotty Barnes was a little bit lesser than he's been, but he still looked like 80% of himself, again, hobbling around on one leg, which is very impressive. Our goal of not letting the Raptors shoot the ball worked. They only attempted 11 three-pointers. Again, I don't want them to be able to win inside and out. If we can limit them to only scoring inside, I think their offense can lose their flow and mojo. And I think today it kind of worked. Their offense was not as good as it has been. So that'll bring us into Game 6 now, and it is an elimination game for our New York Knicks. I don't believe we have ever won an elimination game in this series. Zachariah Royster is still day-to-day. He will be out for Game 6, so we will not have our big man back. If we win this game, we're certainly hoping he'll be available for Game 7, but he is unable to play today. Also, for what it's worth, I do want to quickly look at the rest of the bracket. The Rockets and Jazz have already moved on to the conference finals. The Jazz have not lost a playoff game yet. The Nets currently lead the Bulls 3-2 in the other series here in the Eastern Conference. So let's hop into Game 6 now in Toronto. The Knicks just lost at home despite Scotty Barnes getting injured. Barnes, unsurprisingly, while still nursing an injury, will obviously play today, just to throw that out there. The Raptors have a chance to move on to the conference finals. The Knicks lost as the number 1 seed in the second round last year. They're certainly not hoping for the same fate. We'll see if this team can win an elimination game once and for all. As Tatum wins the tip, we're underway. The Raptors with their alternate dinosaur jerseys today. Robert Williams with it. He's intercepted by Reddish. In transition, Cam Reddish in the corner for DJ Ramses, who hits the three. Got to set the tone. We saw what happened in Game 3 when the Knicks were down by 27 in the first quarter. You got to start off strong. There's Robert Williams with the first points for the Raptors. It's an early dunk, making it 5-2. Here's Ramses calling for the screen. It's DiCarlo, fools the defender on the pump fake. Nice move by Cesar DiCarlo. He's been great the last couple of games. Hopefully, the Knicks will get another big performance out of him here. Wagner thought about the dunk. He'll go for the layup instead, as it is 9-8. Here comes DiCarlo inside. Nice move, no good. Reddish with the offensive rebound. He gets the putback. Second chance bucket for Killer Cam Reddish. 11-10 now. DiCarlo in the corner for DJ Ramses. Yes, sir. Ramses hits the three. 14-12 now. Senko with it. He gets it over to Scotty Barnes. Barnes guarded by Reddish. Inside. Way too easy. Cam Reddish was a little slow to flip his hips and react as Barnes capitalizes. Edwards, nice move, no good. Tatum with the rebound. Back out to Edwards for three. Yes, sir. Anthony Edwards hits the three. Knicks back ahead. 17-14. Senko loses it. DiCarlo with the steal. Tatum with a dime for Ramses. And he connects on the triple. The Knicks shot the ball not so great in Game 5, but they've already looked good shooting it here in Game 6. Scotty Barnes misses, grabs his own rebound, gets the putback. Nice play from Scotty Barnes. 20-16 now. Barnes brings it up the floor, looking to make a play here for Toronto. He shoots the three. It's good. We're not even halfway through the first quarter. Both teams looking phenomenal on offense so far. Kind of rare for an elimination game. You'd think the defenses would be at such a high intensity. Great off-ball cut by Cam Reddish. Good pass as well by Tatum to find him as he makes the layup. 22-19. Barnes drives inside. Scotty Barnes with the slam. And the Raptors are again back within one. Scotty's still nursing at that leg. Wagner with it for three. It's good. Franz Wagner puts Toronto ahead as he hits the top of the key triple. 22-24. Senko, spin move. Ooh, nice move by Jaronsenko. He gets it over to the big fella, Robert Williams, who gets the dunk, and the Knicks call time. 1 point game here. Senko with it on the wing. Gets the screen for Wendell Carter. Senko inside with the slam. Steven Adams is just a little bit older and a little bit too slow to really do anything about that play. As Ramses with a nice pass in the corner for Damian Lillard, who's on the board with a three, and we are tied at 28. Ramses has been phenomenal early. Another nice pass, this time to the rookie, Buddy Johnson. When in doubt, grab a buddy. Euro step by Wendell Carter. What a move. You don't normally see that from someone who's 6'11", put it that way. On the other end, though, Ramses is quickly inside with a dunk. He's got 14 points in the first quarter, looking to have another one of those 50 bombs like he had early in this series. Ramses thinks about the three, won't take, and instead, he'll drive inside for the slam. DJ Ramses has single-handedly given the Knicks the lead late in the first quarter. Ramses is going to get one more shot, step back, no good, off the back of the rim. 35-34, close one here through one. In elimination games, you normally see more defensive intensity, less scoring. Not today. Both of these offenses look great as Edwards makes the contested layup. I wouldn't say it's a lack of defensive intensity. I just think both of these offenses look really good. They found a good rhythm. They're both making a lot of shots. Barnes for three. It is good. The Raptors have shot the three ball pretty well today. That's what the Knicks have wanted to avoid. Hence why Toronto's offense has been really good so far. Barnes in for the layup. That'll put the Raptors ahead. 41-39 now. Lillard with it. Gets Edwards on the screen. Good off-ball movement. Smooth shot for Anthony Edwards. He's already got 11 points. I think Anthony Edwards is really the X factor today. If he can play well, that would be huge. Wendell Moore in for the and one. Lillard with the foul. Wendell Moore has really impressed me. We obviously saw his development early in his career with our Knicks as he misses the free throw, but Barnes grabs the board over to Wagner for three. A 5-point possession from the Toronto Raptors. Not ideal, as the Knicks call time. They were just tied 30 seconds ago, and now they trail by 5 points. David Oyedeji with the slam off the assist by Cesar DiCarlo. Anthony Edwards with it. Edwards hands it off to DiCarlo. He's been quiet so far. Back to Edwards in the corner, who hits the three. 46-48 now, still around 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Edwards with physical defense on Wagner, who's snuffed at the rim by Oyedeji. But Robert Williams is there for the putback. Good play. 46-52 now. DiCarlo, nice pass over to Reddish. He draws the double. So the Knicks will look to reset the possession. Edwards over to Ra Khalif Dumbu as he's in for the dunk. Good play by Dumbu. And the lead is back down to 4. Shot clock winding down. Wagner over to Robert Williams. Great pass by Franz Wagner. The Raptors have so many big wings who know how to play make. Jaron Cinco's a point guard, but he's big. Wagner's big. Barnes is big, and they can all pass the ball. Jason Tatum for three. Tatum's been quiet so far. He's got to look like the superstar that we know he is if the Knicks want to win. Cinco, nice move. Not much DiCarlo really could have done there. And it's a 9-point game. The Raptors are looking good right now. Inbound for Tatum in the corner for three. Bang! Nice shot for Tatum. He's starting to heat up a little bit. 8 points within the last couple of minutes. As it is now 62-56. Here's Barnes with it. Beats for the shot clock buzzer. And it is back to an 8-point game as DiCarlo is snuffed at the rim by Mokbel. Here comes the Raptors now. Trent with it. Lobs it up! And the dunk is no good. But the Raptors get it back, and they will get the putback. It's Jaron Cinco who makes the play. It's a 12-point game now. The Raptors have built up a nice lead here late in the half. What a pass, though, by Tatum. Over to the rookie, Buddy Johnson, who hits his second triple at the first half. It's an 8-point game now. Cinco with the mismatch. Again, there's not much Damian Lillard can really do there at 36 years old. 10-point game. Clock winding down here in the first half. The Knicks will look to hold it. It's Jason Tatum. Screen from Reddish. Tatum. Jumper. Too easy. Nice move for Jason Tatum. And it is an 8-point game here. The Raptors are going to get one more shot. Cinco will heave it up from half court, and it is no good. That might be his first miss of the entire game. 71-63. The Knicks trail here. They're 1/2 away from their season being over. So what has gone wrong so far today for the Knicks? Well, they've allowed 71 points in the first half of an elimination game. That's pretty bad. So the Knicks' strategy of trying to stop the three-point shooting and only focus on the scoring down low isn't really working because they're still not stopping the scoring down low. So the Knicks have to make some kind of drastic defensive change if they want to win this game. So the Knicks are going to switch from a man-to-man defense into a 2-3 zone to try to get more guys down low to try to make more pressure for their inside scorers. Ramses hits the step-back three. Nice shot. 7-point game. Ramses drives inside with the dunk. DJ's looking good early in the third quarter, and we are within 5. Ramses again inside. Good defense. Tatum with the offensive rebound. He gets the putback. And now Jason Tatum is hurt, clutching at his left leg. If there's one thing that the Knicks did not need right now when they're trailing in the second half of an elimination game, it's their best player getting injured. It's his right knee. I don't know why DJ Ramses was petting it like it's an animal. But yeah, not good there. Off of an offensive rebound too. So as we look at the replay here, watch his right leg. It like hooks with Gary Trent's foot. That's not a non-contact injury. I don't think you're going to be looking at some sort of big muscle tear. But you never really know. That's not good news at all. Cinco with the three. Part of the 2-3 zone, one of the downsides is there may be more space for the Raptors' perimeter shooters. DiCarlo with the dunk. Back within 4 now. 72-76. The Knicks back with it. Ramses step back. Ramses drives inside with the dunk. I will say the Knicks certainly do have a lot of energy here out of the gates in the second half. They're certainly trying to fight for their injured teammate. Here's Anthony Edwards now. Drives by Barnes. Nice move by Ant-Man as he makes the layup. Barnes in the corner for Trent. Shot no good. Rebound by Scotty Barnes. Back to Trent. Long 2 is good. The Knicks can't be allowing these offensive boards. Wagner for 3, no good. Rebound by Robert Williams. The Raptors will get another opportunity. Barnes in the corner for Cinco for 3, no good. Barnes with the offensive rebound. He gets the putback. Part of the strategy of the 2-3 zone is that the Raptors are not a great three-point shooting team, so the Knicks are going to take their chances with that. I don't know if you guys saw the Jason Tatum injury. He hyperextended his knee. Good shot by Reddish. So the Knicks dodged a serious injury, but it's a 1 to 2 week thing and not something he can play through. So Tatum will be out for the rest of the game and likely a Game 7 if it comes to that. Good shot by DiCarlo, 82-84. Here is Cinco with a nice move over to Wendell Carter with the dunk. The Knicks certainly have been fine without Tatum on the floor, and they're going to need to for the rest of the game if they want to win. Here's Edwards with the slam, 84-86 now. Fronts Wagner with it. He draws the double. I think this zone defense has worked out pretty well so far, but Jaron Cinco hits the corner 3. Cinco's been hitting his perimeter shots. Nobody else really has for the Raptors. Cinco again, another one. The Knicks really got to focus on Jaron Cinco because he's the one hitting shots from 3. 86-94. Lillard over to Buddy Johnson, the rookie. Nice move off the ball by Johnson. He quickly releases it off the catch as Johnson on the following possession is in with an and one. Buddy Johnson's making some plays. Hats off to the Rook. 94-94. The Knicks certainly don't look like they're going to quit with their star player hurt. 3-ball by Patterson, despite nearly getting a haymaker from Reddish. Buddy Johnson steals it away over to Ramses inside for Anthony Edwards with the slam. The Knicks take the lead. 98-97 with a minute left in the third quarter. Big play for New York. They've got the momentum right now. They're really playing well as Ramses steals another one. In transition, Ramses looks to lob it up for Edwards, and he's unsuccessful. Still New York basketball. If the Knicks had completed that lob, that would have been insane. The momentum for this team would have been off the charts, but instead, they'll take a 3-ball. Buddy Johnson has been remarkable in this third quarter. With Jason Tatum hurt, somebody's had to step up, and it has been him. DJ Ramses hits the jumper to end the third. A phenomenal way to end the third quarter for the Knicks. Still not really a good quarter, all things considered, because Jason Tatum got injured, but the Knicks played great basketball in the third. They trailed going into halftime. Now they're up by 6 going into the fourth. They've got to keep the pedal to the metal, though. This game is not over. The Knicks are going to have to hold on to this game without their superstar. Trent for 3 to start the fourth. It'll rattle in. Good shot for Gary Trent Jr. 107-102. Lillard with it. Over to Edwards in the corner for Ramses. Beats the shot clock buzzer. DJ's got 32. The Knicks up by 8. New York's interior defense has been great in the second half. The Raptors have really had to rely on their shooters, and it hasn't worked, but they are starting to shoot it better. Trent hits another 3. Nice move by Edwards. Shot no good. Lillard, though, with the offensive rebound. Damian Lillard might not be the biggest, but he's making tough plays down low. 7-point lead with 7.5 to go. Wagner, triple. Yes, sir. Franz Wagner brings it within 4. 114-110. Here's Anthony Edwards. Very next possession. Bang! Deep 3 for Ant-Man. He's got 25. 117-110. Robert Williams. Nice move inside. The Raptors only have around 10 or 12 points in the paint here in the second half. As Edwards on the next possession. Again with a quick 3. The Raptors really are not covering Anthony Edwards quickly in these possessions, and it is backfiring. Wagner now, triple! Both offenses look like they cannot miss. 122-115. Wagner to Trent in the corner for Scotty Barnes now. He hits for 3. So now the Raptors are really starting to shoot the ball well. They've been able to finally figure out and adapt to this zone a little bit. Good drive by Edwards. He's up to 32 points now. 124-118. 4:20 to go in Game 6. Cinco inside for Robert Williams, who gets the dunk. Steven Adams is really getting fourth quarter crunch time elimination game playoff minutes in the year of 2027. What are we doing? Big dunk by Cinco over Cesar DiCarlo. The lead is within 2. 124-122. Edwards inside. He gets the blocking foul. That's a big call, and that's the right call, too. Scotty did not have his feet set, but that's big. The Knicks needed to score there to get some momentum back. Ramses steals it away. Over to DiCarlo. Drives inside for the rookie, Buddy Johnson. In for the slam. Good defense. Good passing. New York has it up to 6 now. They can just taste it. Ramses corner 3, no good. Offensive rebound for Buddy Johnson, who's fouled. The rookie continuing to make plays as he would make both of them. It's an 8-point game now. Edwards over to Ramses. Bang! DJ Ramses hits for 3. It's a double-digit lead for the Knicks. 2.5 minutes to go. Barnes in the corner for Wagner. He hits for 3. The Raptors within 8. Following possession, Gary Trent inside, draws the foul, and 1. The Knicks were just up by 11 30 seconds ago. It looked like they were in the driver's seat. Raptors say not so fast. They cut the lead in half within 20 seconds. So it's a 5-point game now. Ramses steals another one. DiCarlo inside for Buddy Johnson. He gets the slam, and the Knicks are ahead by 7. This zone is still in action for the Knicks. 3 no good. Nice defense. DiCarlo with the board. Over to Anthony Edwards. Edwards drives inside with the slam. New York right back ahead by 9. Now they're chewing clock, playing some hot potato. Edwards at the top of the key. Looks to get some room. Edwards at the shot clock buzzer. Yes! Anthony Edwards with the mid-ranger. He's up to 38 points. 139-130. Corner 3 for Trent is good. Toronto's going to continue to hang around. They won't foul, though. And so the Knicks are going to continue to play hot potato. The Raptors seem like they want to double both Ramses or Edwards, whoever has the ball. Rather than going for an open shot, the Knicks want to waste some time. As Ramses is finally fouled, he would make both free throws. 8-point game now. Wagner, top of the key 3, no good. Rebounded by Williams. Over to Barnes. He connects with Jaron Cinco for 3. No good. Rebounded by DiCarlo. And the Raptors will not foul. They'll wave the white flag. We are headed to a Game 7. The Knicks trailed at halftime. They lost their superstar. They're playing on the road. It's an elimination playoff game. And guess what? They did not care about any of the excuses. They kept fighting here in the second half. The offense was unbelievable. 140 points in an elimination playoff game is really something. Scotty Barnes on one leg with 38, 8 and 6. He is different. I think he's going to be closer to full strength for Game 7. Cinco was good. Wagner was good. The Raptors shot a ton of threes in the second half. That's because of the 2-3 zone. The Raptors got shooters open. They shot the ball adequately well. But I feel like the 2-3 zone did kind of work because they scored less inside where they've been super efficient. But I do think the Raptors figured it out a little bit in the fourth quarter, so I'm not sure if us running the 2-3 zone for Game 7 is going to be an effective strategy. We're probably going to have to think of something else defensively in order to stop them. Anthony Edwards and DJ Ramses combined for 75 points. They were both phenomenal. Edwards in particular, I've been waiting for this kind of game from him here in the playoffs. And then shout out to the rookie, Buddy Johnson, 23 points, 7 of 9 shooting. He played great defense. Talk about making an impact. When Jason Tatum gets injured and we need somebody to step up, he does that. So what are we going to do with the loss of Jason Tatum? He's not going to be healthy for Game 7. We've really got to hope Zachariah Royster is healthy so we can slide him back in. Otherwise, we could be in some trouble. David Oyedeji and Steven Adams really are not NBA caliber players, and that showed in this game. I don't want either of them getting significant minutes, so who would play at center? Cam Reddish? Buddy Johnson, who's like 6'6"? I will say we did fine on the glass. Both teams' rebounding numbers were down because both offenses were so good. So many shots were made. The Raptors with 68 points in the paint, they had to have had like 45 or 50 of those in the first half because they had to switch their whole offense in the second half thanks to our defensive adjustments. So as we go into Game 7, the big storylines are obviously the injuries. We think Jason Tatum will not be healthy, but what about Zachariah Royster? He's questionable for Game 7. I think we're really going to need his size without Jason Tatum. I think it's really a 50-50 shot whether he plays or he doesn't. And if he doesn't, I think we could be in some trouble. So that'll wrap up the episode. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Peace out.